things on the defensive end of the floor, or it's going to be a long evening. So I'm expecting them to do it in this quarter.
Yeah, one of those is off the break, right? They've been getting some easy points in the paint, certainly in the area to clean up there in that first quarter.
We're underway here in the second. We'll set the lineups for you in a moment as Monk slashes and misses as Mobley was there at the rim. Mobley is out here with Merrill, Jerome, Mitchell, and Isaac Okoro as a Mitchell three is no good. Tipped a number of times. Okoro almost pried it away from Jones, and then Merrill nearly took it away from Jonas Valanciunas, who has just checked in.
How do you like going from Sabonis to Valanciunas? My goodness, that's a long night's work, man.
That's a lot of inertia in there in that paint. Levine, shot clock winding down. Couldn't get the shot off as he was being badgered. That pass is picked off by Devin Carter. You got to look there at interim head coach Doug Christie as Monk slices inside. He'll feed the corner. Three is no good as that's tipped. Levine. Zach Levine cans a baseline jumper. 7 lead. Just over a minute into the second quarter. Mitchell weaves around a Mobley screen. Keeps Levine on his hip. He'll bank it up and bank it in.
Yeah, I want to see more of that where he's actually getting a pick so he can actually have some room to come off. And that creates the deficit because now you have two people trying to stop the backs and get you an open shot.
What a steal by Mitchell and what a finish by Mobley.
Nice job. Good job. Well, by Ty got it to the right guy, and that orchestrator right there of Ty Jerome. Nice pass.
Valanciunas pulls his way inside back to Carter. Boy, Mitchell just plucked it away from Carter that last time down to set up the fast break. Valanciunas has it rejected by Evan Mobley.
Taking that body blow and still going up and like an erector set blocking that shot.
Mitchell rams into Jones, then went over the top of the rookie out of Washington State. Monk, cross-court feed finds Levine. Levine looked to penetrate on Okoro. Isaac stayed put and forced a really. Rome has his head up. He'll stop. He'll fire. Monk was a plus 25 in 23 minutes Friday night in Charlotte in an easy 23-point Kings victory. Mobley broke up that Monk pass. Here's Okoro. Okoro storms toward the basket. Dumps to Merrill. Extra pass. Mitchell for three. Okoro's there. He'll take his time. Try to dribble out of danger. Eventually feed it to Mobley. Now it's Jerome. Jerome puts it on the floor. Try to draw a foul. He doesn't get it, but he leans and scores and ties this game. But a handful of Cavs, including the core four, playing at low minutes in terms of their career numbers this season. And that's precisely what he's done. The idea being we want this team to be as healthy as possible in mid-April. And man, that is right around the corner. And here they are. Ty Jerome just came off that injury list as Monk goes to the basket. He gets fouled by Mitchell. So Monk will shoot free throws as Monk remains down. But it's been a season that
coaches want to have that opportunity to play multiple people and multiple players and rest their stars, but it just doesn't happen. And it's a little bit of a multifaceted offense, so you could fit a lot of different pieces into that puzzle.
Mitchell, Garland, and Mobley are all playing Brooklyn.
Wow.
And it's just right up and down in terms of the key guys and results in plays like these. Donovan Mitchell feeding Evan Mobley is just one win away from locking up home court advantage throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. Dean Wade's back in the lineup, so the Cavs are whole here with 5 to go. Valanciunas looking for an opening. He'll find one as the big man floats it up and in. Talking a little bit about those Suns, the Phoenix team that's no secret with that huge payroll, and they need to go to work late. Wade for three. Hey, knocks it down. Dean Wade back in that Cavalier lineup. The Kings host Phoenix on the final game of the season. The Kings have a 2-game lead on Phoenix for that 10th and final play-in spot. The Suns lead that season series, so the Kings are going to have to be 2 games clear of the Suns to prevent what would be a winner-take-all in Game 82 between the Kings and the Suns. So fans in Phoenix are pulling for the Cavs right here as Mobley takes the feed from Mitchell. He'll bank it out. There was a lot of contact. The Cavs bench again. Mitchell got hog-tied. He floats it up. Allen's back in the game. He'll float off to Strus. Okoro in the corner. Puts it on the floor. Takes it right past Levine. Isaac Okoro finger rolls and scores.
I like that move by Strong to the basket, knowing the contact's coming. He's not concerned with that. Turns the corner, no one's there. Nice job.
Garland's back in the ball game. That pass by Levine was a touch ambitious.
A dribble drive, get him off John balance and layup.
A long rebound is grabbed by Strus. Strus feeds Okoro. Okoro for 3. Hey, knocks it down as Serena has more on Isaac.
When Kenny was asked, Isaac Okoro was the first name that Kenny said. Remember, he missed so many games with that sprained right shoulder. So to see him right now find that form after that injury has been huge.
Cavalier defense is tightened here in the second quarter. Garland rebounds the Levine miss. 5.5 to go. Garland down the lane, hits Okoro, back to Garland. Now it's Wade. Wade for 3. Okoro's in there again. He lays it in.
Great job by Okoro on the backboard. Very strong, getting those second chance opportunities. Isaac's done a great job keeping that ball alive.
Isaac Okoro and the Cavaliers have authored a...
Really has changed the narrative for the Cavs.
He is one of the easiest guys to root for.
Yeah.
He really is.
Hard-working guy, keeps to himself, very quiet, sneaky funny.
Yeah, does all the dirty work
Yeah.
as Levine. That Cavalier lead is 45-41. A really good human to be around and really good passer too as he sets up Jared Allen.
That was perfect timing. Basket. He is a fine young man, and guards usually the best on the other team that shoots the basketball night in and night out. Does a fine job.
Sabonis runs out of real estate, and guess who's there? Here comes Okoro. Off it goes to Garland through Garland's hands, and is scooped up by Ellis. The Kings have numbers 3-on-1. Sabonis. He now has 15 points to go along with 6 rebounds. Garland. That's rebounded by Lyles. Levine looks to work his way inside. He ducks under Strus and trims that Cavalier lead to 2. Ohio. Allen between the circles, hands off to Strus. Now Hunter for 3. Hunter nails the triple. Another pure stroke by DeAndre. That's his second 3 of this first half. Sabonis that time shoved out near the logo by Allen. Sabonis hands off to DeRozan. DeRozan operates that foul line. Dumps back to Ellis for 3. It's rebounded by Allen. That was a strong defensive possession by the Cavs.
Nice thing in on that possession on that defensive end. It's getting better and better as the Cavs play.
Strus, Allen, banks and score.
Keep putting pressure on this team. Keep making them have to make plays on the offensive end. Make them execute. You don't want side of the ball. Be very aggressive. Talk, communicate. Then get easy stuff on the other end, going inside with Okoro and Allen.
Levine off to Sabonis. Once again, Sabonis has all day. That time he missed the 3. It's batted toward Ellis, and the Kings reset with a fresh 14. DeRozan backs up. Sabonis flashes. He wants it in that post. DeRozan, however, will take a mid-range jumper and score. Cavs have limited DeRozan to just